Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, what we gonna be doing on this cut is a 1.5 with the grain, high bald fade. We're gonna line up the beard, trim it down, add some enhancements, the whole nine. We're gonna make sure that my client leaves here looking right. This client was from out of town. He hit me up on Instagram saying he was in Houston for a graduation. So I said, man, pull up, man, I got you. We gotta get some content out of it. So nonetheless, man, I'm going in with my Stylecraft Instinct, the metal edition, with my one guard lever open, and these are the dub guards. I know y'all been asking me to do a video with the dub guards, so here are the dub guards. One guard lever open, taking that hair down to that desired length. Once again, we are going to be going with the grain, so it doesn't leave it as short as taking that one guard lever open against the grain, so it would be a little longer, but I'm gonna show you how to transition it to this from a bald fade. So what I like to do is I like to close my lever a little bit and start working that parietal ridge, and I'll show you here in a second. There, as y'all saw there, I just closed my lever a little bit, and I'm working that parietal ridge, and then I'm gonna close my lever a little more and still work that parietal ridge. That way it kind of just blends into the longer length on top. And I like to do this because it makes things a little easier for me. I don't have to worry about blending into a longer length. So I'm basically doing a form of debulking, and this is what I do a lot of times when I cut with the grain. And then when we reach the back, I gotta make sure that I'm being very careful and making sure that we're combing the hair the way it lays and going with the grain. That way we don't patch our client, right? It's obviously something we don't want to do, so you got to make sure you're taking your time and paying attention to the hair growth when you're attacking that cowlick area. But now, as y'all can see, guys, I'm taking my boosted trimmer by Gamma, setting in my initial bald guideline and balding them out. Now here is my Instinct Metal Edition, once again setting in our next guideline with our lever all the way open, and we are going to be coming up about 3/4 of an inch or so. And as you can see, just taking our time, being really consistent with what we're doing. Here is my one guard lever open, and now I'm gonna start blending into that length on top. Now, there is gonna be a faint line at the top, and that's totally fine. We're gonna attack that here in a minute, but right now we're just gonna worry about this middle line that y'all see here after I set in this section. So now that section is in there, my lever is all the way closed, and I'm attacking that middle line, just softening that line because it's not gonna come out completely with that guard. And then I'm gonna go ahead and come down with the grain a little more just to help soften that line up towards the top. And once again, guys, if you are interested in purchasing these tools, you can go to stylecraftus.com or fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code TANK10. But now I'm taking my zero guard with the lever closed, and I'm attacking that middle line. And as y'all can see, it's becoming more blended out. There are a little bit of discrepancies, so I'm adjusting my lever as needed to make that look a little better. Here is my 1.5 guard, and I'm attacking the top of this blend now. So what I'm doing is basically just tying the blend into the length on top, and I am adjusting my lever as needed. I'm going in with it closed, but I'll adjust it if it is needed. Now I'm going in with my clipper halfway closed, and I'm attacking that bottom line. Now I'm gonna adjust my lever closed little by little, and then I'm gonna go over the sides with a shorter trimmer, just because we didn't want to do the razor on this client. We didn't want him to possibly bump up or anything, so we just went with a shorter trimmer that I have zero gap, and we didn't necessarily use a shaver, but it still gets it down pretty short, and it is gonna last my client, and it's gonna lessen the chance of my client getting razor bumps. And that is my JRL trimmer right here. Once again, this is zero gap very closely, so I use it to take the sides down a little shorter. And now we're using that Gamma boosted trimmer once again to take out that line. And now I'm just going in doing some detail work. I'm going in with my clipper, no guard, adjusting my lever as needed. And then we're going to transition to that zero guard open, and then we're just going to continue to adjust our lever as needed to get the blend the way we want it to look, get that polished look, and get more of a finished look here. And then once again, reverting back down to our clipper, no guard, blending that beard in, and then we're gonna start on the most important part of the haircut, the lineup. So I'm starting off in the middle, and although this footage is sped up, as you can see, it still looks like I'm moving kind of slow. That's because I like to take my time when I'm working on the lineup, take my time, really make sure that I'm being precise with it, and honestly just try to give my client the sharpest edge up that I can give them. And then what we're doing here is I'm taking that heat stroke and I'm combing out my client's beard. And the reason why I'm doing this is his hair on his beard tends to like shrink up and curl up really quickly. So I wanted to use this heat stroke, apply some heat to it just to help, what's the word I'm looking for? Loosen up the hair a little bit and stretch it out a little more. So when I do decide to shape it up, I can get an actual shape for it. And that's what we're doing here is we're just taking off some of the wild hairs, giving them, a nice free hand to shape up the beard and give it a nice shape. And as you can see, I go over the same area a good amount of times because I'm just taking off a little bit of hair at a time, just to make sure that I don't mess anything up or take off too much hair. I like to go over it a good amount of times, taking off a little bit of hair each time. And then we're moving on to the lineup now. So we're lining up the back of the beard, and then we're gonna hit the front of the beard, give him a nice curve, line up that mustache, inside of the goatee, all that good stuff, man. You know how we do it over here, man. Let's go. And as you can see, my client was talking a little bit, but sometimes as barbers, our clients just want to talk, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even like to stop my clients when they're talking, even if I'm lining them up. Right? I'll just wait, let them get their idea that they're trying to say, let them finish their idea, and then I'll move back into lining up my client. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, bro, you should have just told him to stop talking. No, I get it, but sometimes, like I said, he was a new client. We were just in that moment talking, so I wasn't even tripping. I was just making sure I could still give him the best service while letting him be comfortable and letting him just be him. But as y'all can see now, we're moving on. I'm applying that Boppr pencil, and the reason for the Boppr pencil is just to make the hairline stand out a little more, make the lineup look a little more sharper. And I've been doing this before I add my enhancements because it helps me apply my enhancements a little better, helps me apply them to where they're perfectly on the hair and not on the skin. And y'all gonna see right here once I do that how it actually looks, and I think it just leaves a better look, at least in my opinion. But nonetheless, man, we're taking that pencil, going over that front lineup also. And then we're gonna blend that pencil out just a little bit with the trimmer. Now, a lot of times I don't even blend it out with the trimmer. Once I go over it with the razor, it tends to blend it out. But I just wanted to lighten it a little bit before I moved on to the enhancements. And that's what we are doing here. We're using my favorite barber's enhancement gun and his enhancements. I really like the enhancements, man. These enhancements actually last a little longer than any enhancements that I've used, right? So I like using them on my clients. My clients been giving me good feedback on this actual enhancement, saying that it lasts them a couple more days than normal. So, if it lasts my clients a little longer, obviously that's a plus because the haircut's gonna look a little fresher for a little longer, you know what I'm saying? So you can get this, I believe you can get this at fwbarbersupply.com. If not, you can go to his website, and I'll make sure to put the website down in the description also. So if you want to purchase this gun or the enhancement, you can go to his website and purchase that. But check it out, man. As you can see, we're laying them enhancements, and I'm not spraying too much. I'm spraying just enough to where it looks nice and sharp. Then we're gonna add some hairspray in there, and I'm gonna go over them enhancements with some 245 hair fibers. And the reason for this is I just feel that it gives it a better look, a nice overall look, a little more natural than just paint. So that's why I'm doing it like that. Then we're gonna add some more enhancements to really lock them hair fibers in there. We're gonna add some more hairspray to lock them enhancements in there. And then we're gonna finish off this haircut with the razor. Remember, guys, when you're using the straight edge razor, you want to make sure that you stretch that skin and you lay that razor flat. That way you lessen the chance of nicking your client. And as you can see, every time I use that razor, I'm stretching my client's skin. That way it stretches it out and it doesn't bunch up. And it, like I said, it just makes it lessens the chance of you nicking your client. Now, I'm not gonna say you won't ever nick your client if you do this, but it lessens the chance. So obviously we don't want to nick our clients. So that's why I'm stretching that skin and holding that razor flat. And then we're just gonna do the same thing to the opposite side. Really get these lines nice and sharp. As you can see, that beard is looking nice. Lineup is looking good. Haircut's looking good. We put out all the stops on this one, man. I think I got down on this one. But y'all let me know what y'all think so far in the comments. Now we're hitting that front lineup to make sure that looks nice and sharp. But check it out, man. This is how my man came into the shop looking. This is the before look. He sent me a text message, said, Tank, I need you to hook it up, man. I'm in from out of town. I said, I got you, man. And this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and you want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbchopping.com. You can book there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, make sure to put that in the little comment section. Remember, if you want any discount on these tools, you can go to stylecraftus.com and use my discount code TANK10, or you can go to fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code TANK10 there also. But that's basically it, YouTube. Once again, let me know what y'all think about this cut in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.